What is going on, guys? We're back with another video. We are doing another rebuild on Madden 19 Connected Franchise. We're doing a fantasy rebuild of the Cowboys, and they actually have a pretty damn good team. They've been picking up some wins as well, but since it's a fantasy, with a decent bit of depth, I know it's kind of crazy to think, but they actually have a little bit of depth that we can work with for trades. We might be able to make this team a Super Bowl team this year. Of course, for pretty much every fantasy rebuild, we do 3 years max. In realistic, it might take a little longer, so we usually give that 3 to 4, maybe even 5. But of course, pretty much maxing out on 3 this one, unless it just doesn't go the way we expect it to. Also, looking around at the defense, it honestly has a lot of great positions. We do have a little bit of work to work on. I think we might need to move some of these extra pass rushers, maybe even move Irvin. I don't know if I will, but we could. And he was playing DT, of course, for us, so that's a little bit of a hole now. And speaking of a hole, my subscriber count, there's a bit of a hole in it that only you can fill. Fill my hole, please, by liking and subscribing. Jesus, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Alrighty, so we've gotten through all that garbage. Let's go to the actual Wait, is Aaron Lynch actually a free agent? Is he actually a free agent? Completely irrelevant here, but just wondering for the real world. You never know who might see this video and assume, hey, we got ourselves a target. So Dak Prescott, he will be the quarterback here for us. When is his contract up, actually? I really should take a look at that. I would hope it was this year, but I know it won't be. It'd be so legend if it was, because we'd actually probably save a ton of money. So next year, where's Dak? Can I look by position? I can. So Dak has 2018 and 2019. This is going to be a rough one because I think he'll dev probably to a 90+, giving him that really rough contract to deal with. It's going to be a tough one now, honestly. It's a rough one to work with. This game always makes me believe. Always makes believe things that can happen, and they just never do, and they just can't. It makes you want to cry. Which then leads to me robbing the joint. It really does, and it's an unfortunate, happening, but it's all too common. Okay, we actually have a little bit of movement here. There's no way Devontae is this easy to trade for. I know he was on our top 10 tradable players. This could be a first-round pick offer, but I wouldn't mind. First pick 24 projection in Allen Hurns for Devontae Adams, who pairs up with Amari Cooper, two of my favorite Madden wide receivers to work with. Gallup is a good number 3, so if we can get Beasley and Terrence away, I think we'll be in a good spot. Swaim, I don't really think is that guy, so if we can try to trade him as well. And it does, so that is the biggest steal of a draft pick I've had in a while, considering they expected that to be pick 2. A third-round pick could be nice. 29 years old, that's not crazy old. It would give us the best line in the league by far. So we ship over a couple wide receivers and a 4th-round pick for Quentin Nelson. I know it's a move I really don't want to keep doing here and there, but it's the only move in this case. Offensive linemen are hard to trade for. But for some reason, guards, they're kind of easy. So I had to do what I had to do. I'm sorry. So now there's no question about it. We easily have the best offensive line in the league. Connor Williams was a youngster, and he still obviously is a youngster. But I think I still will try to trade him here. I know some of these guys aren't going to last very long. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starting linemen. But 27 years of age, the oldest guy being 27. They'll easily last the rest of this rebuild, assuming we keep them all. So I'm not really too worried about a 75 overall quick dev guard. Really, the only thing I'd be looking for now is a safety, maybe extra draft picks. I don't know. So a first-round draft pick gets Kenny Clark, who is honestly in Madden almost debatably the best DT in the game because of how young he is. How old is Kenny Clark in game? Like 23 maybe? Whatever. So we get Kenny Clark, which is really shocking. I'm honestly surprised by that. Oh my God, the theft continues. All we need is a safety and we're good. I know corner is a bit of a need, but 2 top-end draft picks. We still even have a 2nd-round pick too. We trade Taco Charles in a second this and a second next for Landon Collins. I don't know why, but he's always so tradable. I offered that except for the 2nd round for Jaquissi Tart. Didn't even come close to halfway there. This team has become very sick. The depth is a little rough. Corner is a little rough. We only have 2 first rounds this year and only 1 first round next year. However, it's still all right. I think we've done a good job. If we can land 2 top 5 picks, we'll be completely set and might even become a dynasty. I know there's a lot of holes on the team, but overall, I like where we're at. We definitely added some pretty solid talent as well. I think we just need to get the depth going, and then we'll be ready to go. So he switches to a spread offense. Amari Cooper loses scheme fit, but Devontae gains it, and then the biggest one is Dak gains it. So only 2 of the linemen get it. It's all right, though, because we have Gallup, Devontae, Evan Ingram, Dak Prescott. You know, that's really the main guys that kind of need it. The quarterback position is the biggest one. And then defense is 100% scheme fit. However, that could just be because we have good players. I would try to go to a 46, maybe get lucky. So 46 defense is 7% drop, but I really need these linebackers to get scheme fit. Please, LB. Okay, so we see a few names here. I like the fact that the cornerbacks are getting the boost. I think this could be better. I would love Jalen to get a part of it. I just don't know if that's going to be possible, though. They want him as a run stopper. Is there any other options? I like it. I like where we're at. We just got to get the backers and ready to go, so I'll do that behind the scenes. He'll be on for the ride. So we have some re-signings. What are we looking at? So we're looking at DeMarcus Lawrence, who's a god. Landon Collins is a god. David Irvin, who's... I don't know. I don't know if I want David. He's kind of lower in speed now. Is kind of a heavier fella. He's pretty good, though. Landon Collins are going to give him a 6-year deal, no question about it. Safeties are super undervalued in Madden. I mean, I guess in real life too, but in Madden especially. Lawrence, however, he's getting kind of paid here. Definitely getting paid a bit. David Irvin, though. I think a 3-year deal is kind of fair for him, so I'm gonna allow a 3-year deal to be had. I didn't even notice he had star. Okay, maybe I should have given him more years. All right, send me to the playoffs. Let's see if we have A, a winning record, or B, a playoff season. We do at 10-6, 11-5 Redskins. All right, that's a bit of a shocker. At least we made the playoffs, even though we didn't win the division. Dak Prescott was killer, almost MVP, honestly, I would say. Elliott was good. This spread with the New England Patriots playbook looks pretty good. I know Gallup kind of got left out, but I'm honestly fine with it. He still got decent stat line considering he was the number 3, but really number 4 target on the team. Sack totals, nothing really special at all. Pick totals, Jalen Smith had a pretty damn good season. Brett Mayer, the rookie, did very well. Let's take a look at these awards. Any awards at all? Leighton Vander Esch, you never know. So MVP, Prescott was all the way at number 5. That seems a little low, honestly. Let's take a look. Defensive Player of the Year was Sean Lee. Good stuff. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no. Leighton Vander Esch was number 7. Cowboys, damn, we're so close on some of these awards. Only awards we ever win are the stupid ones that I don't really care about, unfortunately. What kind of XP do we have? So Dak is pretty good overall, 86 overall. It's a pretty big bump. He played pretty well. Honestly, you should have probably had more, what is that called? Upgrades. Devontae, superstar. I know Cooper started as star. He's also superstar. Nice. Is it defensively any crazy names? DeMarcus Lawrence. He went up to superstar. Really? That seems interesting. Development. I mean, I guess it says so. Did Byron go up at all? He's quick dev. I would assume not. Vander Esch started as a star, and he's still a star. Still a very good player, though. This team looks pretty good. It's a 91 overall. Went up 4 overalls. Going against the 9-6-1 Falcons, they had a bye week. However, home field advantage, bye week, whatever, isn't good enough. 91 overall compared to their 83. Barely made the playoffs. But once you're in, that's all that matters. All that regular season crap flies right out the window. It really does. It's like, literally another season. Obviously, you don't get the bonuses of having home field or the bye week, but basically, if you are out of the top 2 seed, you're in the same boat as everyone else in my book. Honestly, like, I know home field helps, but you got to win, and it's ironic coming from a Packers fan. I'm just saying. Home field advantage doesn't matter. Rodgers is just 0-58 on the road this season. And I know, there's 58 games, right? You idiot. Stop yelling at me. So, start this game out. I don't know who has the ball, where the ball is going. So, left or right seems to be us, as you can tell by the lack of success that way. We do have a 1-point lead. That's all that matters. It's a 4-point lead. Defense is killing it. Every time I say it, they score a touchdown. I am so sorry, team. Maybe you should score offensive touchdowns. That's all that matters. 17-13. Defense holds up once again. 24-13. Start of the 4th quarter is looking pretty good. Maybe. I don't even know. I guess so. There we go. Score, and the second half was definitely all Dallas. And, of course, it definitely is all Dallas. We are going to win this game 38-20 in Atlanta as well. So that's a pretty good victory. Over 400 yards for Dak. Yeah, this offense, letting Dak open it up, is kind of insane. It's really wild to see because I don't think that would ever happen in real life. But, hey, it's interesting. Man, everyone wants to hate on the Giants for taking Saquon Barkley, but what would Dak be without Zeke, you know? It's huge. It's huge. It really is. It doesn't matter where you take them if they're that big of a playmaker, in my opinion, assuming, you know, it is a skill position. So 12-3-1 versus the 10-6 Cowboys. 91 of their 87. Let's take a look. Can we do it? This would be to get to the championship game, I believe, which is really... You know, not getting that bye week does suck. It feels like you're playing forever to get to the Super Bowl. Look at Todd Gurley's season. Killed Zeke, realistically, here. Why the hell am I returning this crap? Who's back there? It is... I don't know. It's I don't know guy who doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I really don't want to see offense. Actually, I do. I actually do. This brings me back... to last year, folks. Last year, oh boy. Obviously, a completely different offense. We had a not really much better, but I would say we had a better offense. I can't remember who the hell our tight end was, though. Actually, who was our tight end when we were the Cowboys? Does anyone remember? Did we ever even have a good tight end? I might actually have to go take a look back at that series. The Cowboys series, I honestly have no clue who our tight end was. Who the hell was it? Was it a bunch of no-names? We had Witten. Who the hell did we have? I think it was a pretty good player, too. Look at Evan. Look at Evan. I'm going to look before this video is over. Holy crap, the whole game looks different. Noah Walker. I remember we actually snuck that guy in late. Quick dev. Look at the offensive line. 99, 99, 99, 99. We had a sick roster. Crawford was a 94, Ty Montgomery 95, Reese 99, Hilliard 85. Kind of a bad decision. Probably should have kept Dak for that last season. Insane running backs. Easily almost 100 on offense. What about the defense? Who do we have? I know we had Malik Jefferson was kind of the prime. So Shazier, Malik. Gruger Hill was a 91 overall. Westbrook was... Oh my god. The team we had, lads, is ridiculous. It really is. That was so crazy. Wow. Okay, so both leagues, you know, this one's a fantasy draft and it's early on, but both of them kind of lacking a tight end a little bit. This one, though, Evan Ingram, I think he can get it done. Start of the second quarter, up by 3. Up by 10 now. Still up, but only by 7. And start of the second half, 7-point lead. I think we can live with that. I think that might be enough to win this game. It really could be. Second half, we've been killing it as well. Up by 11. Defense does its job, but then offense fails. Defense does its job again. Offense fails again. Really fails. 4th and 1, no conversion. I don't know what the hell we're doing. Are we trying to lose the game? I mean, it's so simple. The defense is locked around like 3 straight drives. And do we get it? Okay, we somehow convert it, and we win the game. We're on to the championship game. I thought for a second we went for a field goal and missed it. I would have died. Like, you can't miss a field goal there. That's just unacceptable. You basically end up in the Final Four as long as you don't miss your field goal. So let's compare the quarterbacks. Of course, Dak has kind of been killing it, which is crazy. Obviously, Elliott's numbers have been taking a little bit of a hit, but that's all right. I'd rather have a passing offense, honestly. And even then, Elliott's still doing well. It's just nowhere near as he usually is. What dev is Kenny Clark, and what dev did he start? I would guess they gave him some recognition. He started with a star, right? Really? Or did he? No, I think he did have a star, actually. No, he only had quick. All right, that's interesting. So, either way, how good is he now? He's 22. Yeah, if your feelings get hurt when I say that Kenny Clark's the best DT in Madden for franchise, of course, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're just stupid. He's 22. Even if you want to say, oh, real life, this and that, whatever, it's 23, 24, I'll give you 25, which is like 2 years, 3 years from now. He's still the best. I mean, all these other guys are old as hell. Kenny Clark, clearly the best DT in Madden. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 91 to 84 Vikings. Kenny Clark is good. Contract is going to be a pain. Might even let him go, honestly. Probably will, because guys like him usually get that huge deal. I think I've even seen Kenny Clark get a 6-year 120, which worries me as a Packers fan. It's like, you've got all these decent players on defense, and yet you can't put it together. What are you going to do when these guys are deserving contracts that you can't afford? What are you going to do, you know? It always makes a full circle of the Packers, but I'm just sorry, okay? I'm disappointed. It's the Vikings. Hey, don't yell at me. We're playing against the Vikings. That's why my memories, my brain started coming up with all these, sad, suicidal NFL thoughts, So here's the start of the second half, a little bit better than last week, up 10 instead of 7. Giving up a touchdown here, though. Defense is doing okay, but offense is up to its usual hijinks of just trying to lose the game, which worries me. Please, offense. We're a pass-heavy offense, and we don't pass the ball. 3 straight ugly plays, and we punt the ball, so they can easily take the lead here, which, it's looking pretty good. 3rd and 14, though, a pick to Byron Jones, which any normal team wins the game here. Will it be us, though? And it will. Maybe. Okay, Cowboys, on to the Super Bowl, year 1 in this fantasy rebuild. I like it. I think if we're going to do another challenge rebuild, too, we might just do a AI fantasy draft rebuild, so Dak Prescott, he wasn't super accurate, but he didn't throw any picks, so that's a big plus. Of course, Zeke fumbled. Aldrick Robinson, what the hell? What a name drop. Who the hell do you think you are? For some reason, I feel like he was a saint. Might be wrong. I don't know. Saint? That doesn't even sound right. Aldrick Robinson. That name sounds so familiar. Who's the Super Bowl against? Steelers? Patriots? Texans? I don't know why the Texans have been kind of making the mentions a little bit lately. Been seeing a couple of Texans Super Bowl things. They did just win recently too, which is pretty insane. But 8-8 Texans. Wow, if that isn't like an 81 overall 8-8 team, if that isn't destiny to beat us, I don't know what is. Please break the curse. I don't even know if it's really a curse at this point. Alrighty. Let's see what we're doing. Receive the ball first. You can suck the ball first. What? That's usually how I like it. Fast. Simming. We got the ball first. We scored 3. We score 6. Defense locks them up. Defense doing a damn good job as it usually does. And we are now up 13-0. It's looking pretty good in this first half, I must say. We gave up 7 near the end there. We got 3 back. Our biggest lead by far in the going into the second half of any of these playoff games, and defense is just honestly locking them up at this point. And with this type of drive, I think we've won ourselves a Super Bowl first year. I felt like we built a pretty damn good team, but I really didn't expect a Super Bowl, and we win. Okay, so that seemed very freaking easy. 26-14 is the Super Bowl victory. I know we didn't really hold on super hard. A Texan Super Bowl matchup, and Dallas is the better of the two, apparently. We don't have any contracts that we have to re-sign. We just got rid of a few of them. We got through some of them. So maybe worse comes to worse, we could tag Dak. And it's really nice to win on the first one because it gives you a perfect ending. Like I said, we're probably used to doing 3-year sim anyways, or 3-year rebuild anyways. But perfect when you win it the first time. Oh, they actually did fix it. So I heard that that the Super Bowl MVP thing was fixed, and apparently it was, because Dak clearly isn't a 99 or even close to, and we have a couple guys that are very close. So they actually gave it to the guy that supposedly is supposed to win it, which makes sense. It sucks that it wasn't fixed for us when we won at the Chargers. Don't remember who even got the MVP in that one, but I would assume it wasn't Jacoby, who probably deserved it, and that's quite a bit of XP that I would like to have for our quarterback, aka the most important position on any football team. Don't care who you are. You can literally, I don't think there's a team in the league. There's teams in the league where they have a better player, but it's not the most important, Like, I don't care what anyone says. Jared Goff is still the most important Ram, That's how important the quarterback is. Todd Gurley's sick, but Todd Gurley's not going to do much when he has no quarterback, Maybe there is a team. I don't know. But if you point that team out and they're bad, don't even argue with me, because that proves my point, honestly. So we, of course, win. Enough of whatever the hell I'm talking about. Let us go on. Lettuce. Tomato. I forgot I named him that. So we have a bit of XP we can use. Offensive line, maybe. Linebacker for sure I should have used earlier. DB for sure. We have one last trade. Is it going to O-line? Is it going to D-line? I think D-line. O-line's got a couple of guys that are old, and a lot of them are already very good players. Anyways, Devontae has a point. It's not like he doesn't have an argument. I just mean he's literally got an upgrade point. Doesn't get anything. Defense, anything crazy? Some of the defense isn't a 99 over. Look at Kenny Clark as just a freak of nature. Look at this boy, almost a 99. I know confidence, but whatever. He's going to have confidence. +1 to speed. What does that put him at? 71. Yeah, that doesn't really mean much then. You have a guy like David Irvin. If he gets speed, that's big because he goes up to 79, almost up to 80, you know. All right, so negotiate. Last options here. Pumphrey, and I don't think so, buddies. I don't expect a crazy amount of money, especially with potential two top 10 picks. 52 mil. Okay, that's a lot more than I thought. Maybe we'd have 20 or 30. Thing is, though, it's first year, almost never anyone crazy good. And obviously, that's going to continue to be the same here. Ty Montgomery never gets a deal. He honestly usually goes to free agency because nobody wants to give Ty Montgomery starting running back money. We're very close to. Definitely a better contract than he's probably worth. Not here, obviously. He's worth more than that, but still. Of course, we have no backup running back. We are missing a few positions. No bigger position than corner, kinda. We did get a bit better this year. Maybe DT. I think linebacker and DT have become our new focus, as Awuzie he's getting better. He's getting a little bit better. Power rusher, no. All right, so wide receiver, not a huge need. However, a 5.9 4.24 40 time. This guy is actually really good. How old is he? 22. Woo. That's one talented wide receiver. However, we already have a good lineup. I really want to see this guy, like how good he is. If he has superstar dev, he could I know he's short, but he could very well be the best wide receiver I've seen in Madden 19. Because usually the guys are missing a few things, but I mean, from the potentials there, I don't see he could miss anything. Even if he's missing jumping, which I didn't really pay attention to, he's 5'9", you know? Just let him outrun everybody, and he just goes for the ball anywhere. Honestly, what we do comes down to what picks we have, I think. I think we have 2 top 4s, top 5s. Ooh, we have pick 8. So, yeah, we're definitely not going to get that wide receiver. I'm curious to see how good he is, though. Don't care what his overall is. Craig Sampy, that's a very good pick. Really? Okay, so, I mean, they do need that position. Got to be wide receiver here. Kent Barber goes number 3. I was going to take him in 8. I did not expect him to go there, but maybe. Really, the wide receiver's still there? He's still there. For real? I mean, I guess I kind of have to take him. He's just insane. They gave him star. He's so good. Oh, my God. 99 speed. Holy crap. How do you have... If you have 99 speed, you're automatically 99 kick power. I don't care what anyone says. You're automatically 99 kick power. You have to be. Like, how do you beat 99 speed on a kickoff? That just doesn't exist. Zero, we trade our number 9 pick for the Cardinals' first round next year and their 4th round this year. May have been able to get a little bit more, but it is what it is. Who are they going to take here? They take a center. So they grabbed a corner and a center. Not bad picks from the Cardinals. We're going all the way to the 4th freaking round. And that is going to be some fun. Hopefully the middle linebacker is there. That's all I really want. And if he isn't, I'm just going to trade down, I think. So middle linebacker, Sebastian Vance. Maybe a little bit of a reach, but hopefully I don't make a bad pick like him anytime soon. 73 overall. Not great at all. Number 1, Sampy to the Cardinals. Star dev. 94 overall, pretty solid speed. Kind of reminds you of a little bit of a slower Rodgers. Not much slower, but a little slower. Shane Miles, only quick dev, even though he's one of those anchor left tackles. Kent Barber, quick dev makes a lot of sense. No agility, extremely fast. They drafted him just to stop our rookie. Could pretty much make the argument. DeAndre Lowe, who is once again a pass rusher, a player we would not have been looking at. Taven Parson, 21 years old. The Lions almost find themselves in an exact situation of Eric Ebron here. A bit faster, a little bit faster, but I mean, I would say a lot of Lions fans would be like, oh no, the new wide receiver is going to be playing in the slot, probably play a little bit of kick returner as well. Griffin, I still don't understand how he's a 83 kick returner. That makes no sense to me. 99 speed is the fastest you can go. Obviously, Excel plays a factor, but you know what I mean. Don't yell at me. So, Sean Lee's an 85 overall. He's still playing on the outside. I think we definitely have to replace him this season or whatever coming up. Cornerback, I think, is fine, but really the re-signings might be a worrisome thing. Like, Dak is going to be needed to re-sign. 88 overall is kind of at that threshold where maybe we don't have to pay him completely max. Michael Thomas type. That'd be a very good acquisition for them, in my opinion. They do have a new quarterback who could affect things, but I'll just take a straight-up first round. So we trade our pick and Looney to the Giants for pick 19. So we have some pretty freaking huge names. None bigger than Dak Prescott, though. A 5-year, $130 million deal. Obviously worth the contract. Going to have to give him the deal. Amari Cooper, obviously, is going to get the deal. He's young, good. Going to get a 5-year here. This is a lot of money, but we can afford it. We can handle it. What else do we have? So Zeke definitely gets a deal. 6-year deal for him, my man here. What else do we have? Anyone else? So Kenny Clark. I said I was going to get rid of him, but apparently he's not going to ask for as much as I thought. Can I go 7? I can go 7-year deal. Lock him up till he's 30. Crazy stuff. Byron Jones, obviously our best corner. He's going to be locked until he's 31. That's a safety for you if it comes down to it. Sean Lee, no. Jalen Smith is a very important piece, so I will be giving him a 6-year deal. He'll be locked in on the team for a while as well. Some very favorable contracts here. A 3-year deal for Anthony Brown. I think that fits pretty well into what we're trying to do. Actually, we'll give him the 5-year. I think he's good enough to lock in. 83 overall and quick dev. It's not bad. Let's into the playoffs. We just got done winning the Super Bowl, so I expect playoff contendership at least. Hopefully a bye week this time around, but I'm not sure if that's even going to happen. 6 and 10. 6 and 10. We were a 95 overall roster, and we went 6 and 10. Griffin's still a star dev. His Excel went up 1. How the hell could this team get under even like 14 wins? Awuzie got to a 90. Brown jumped up 1. I mean, what are we even missing? Like, are you for real? I mean, obviously, we're going to take a look at the stats. What the hell was that? I don't understand what just happened. Of course, Griffin, he actually did very well considering we're in the Patriots playbook. He like sucked the life out of Cooper here. Very good yards per carry or per catch for the rookie. Sack totals weren't even that high. Defense, let's see the sack totals here. DeMarcus Lawrence better than last season by a lot. I don't understand how the hell that just went the way it did. Lamar Jackson was the league MVP at an 80 overall. This is why the sales are down in this game. It's really not, but it should be, because what the hell is that? An 80 overall quarterback somehow goes to the Jets and just becomes the best quarterback in the league? 80 overall. Really? So you tell me that has nothing to do with the fact that it's Lamar Jackson, his name, one of the biggest names in sports, specifically for a quarterback, at least in Madden terms, because of how fast he is. You're telling me that has nothing to do with why they just gave him MVP? The Jets are just that dominant. I don't know why my screen's all dark here, but we could still see through it. Just like I see through your lies, EA. How about that? Lamar Jackson is sick, though. Holy crap. Can we not have this? Love how as I'm mentioning errors with the game, you have the screen going dim for whatever reason, signifying more broken crap. What the hell is that? Please. Well, last shot to get talent to try and win, become a dynasty, I suppose. So, Pelican man, Sean Lee himself, 81 overall, not a chance. I mean, there's a chance, but there's no. Malik, I'd rather get a different guy. If not, I'll just try to re-sign him. We'll go for some of the guys that aren't really asking for much and maybe get them as backups, I suppose. Whatever, no one cares. No one actually cares that you're not coming back. Come on now. So we got done signing, like, nobody, but we re-signed all of our big names. So we're fine for right now. Anye Mata, whatever his damn name is. Not a bad player there. I'm not really interested, though. Any DTs is really just going to be... I mean, obviously you had Anye, but... we don't have any proper DTs here. I'd rather just go with some new guy. Could go D. Lowry, actually, just to fill the spot in case we can't find someone. So D. Lowry with 54-point offer accepted. What overall is he at DT? Dean Lowry, how are you? 26 years old. Not crazy bad age. 79 overall DT, so really didn't even miss much. Saved quite a bit of money as well. So linebacker obviously is the biggest need. Maybe even the only need at this point. Yeah, I'd probably just say linebacker, then backup DT maybe, I suppose. But I'm not really too worried about it. He's okay, but he's kind of old. DJ Grant looks very good. Grant's all over the place. DJ Grant is clearly my number one choice. Number 19 in Vance. We took in the 4th, but he was a decent player. Here goes my boy DJ Grant. Should be pretty solid in my book. DJ Grant, the best middle linebacker in the class. Quick dev 78 overall. Not great. Good enough to play outside, though. Definitely a solid pick, though. 2 seconds and a third gets us the Broncos first next year. Hopefully those players are still there. Of all of the players there, I think the DT is the biggest need. As long as one of them's there and I get one of the players, I'll take it. Of course, the DT is gone. We'll take the right tackle, though, who is an 81 overall quick dev, clear-cut gem, number 3 overall. I don't know if we can fit him on the starting lineup, but it is what it is. We do have Dorrance, whatever his damn name is, and some picks that we could maybe use to get a backup DT. But I feel all right about it anyways. Let's take a look at the draft recap. Obviously, we had a middle linebacker with our first pick. Actually, you should probably take a look at his stats. 21 years of age, and he's actually pretty tall. So injury, toughness, and stamina is rough. Jumping's not great, but obviously definitely worth the pick. And then Heston Ford, super steal. I mean, I would be okay with that pick in the top 20. Let alone the 3rd round, late 3rd round to be exact. Anyone around us? So 8th pick right after us was Cozier. The Bengals kind of got screwed. I know they got a star dev, but 3 years older, a little bit better in stamina, injury, jumping. But once again, 3 years older is very rough. And it's pretty much all I could really think of looking for. I don't see any other crazy names here. Was there anything I was thinking about? I don't think there was anyone I was really caring about, so there's that. So last season, looking around at the roster, is there really any improvements we can make? Look at the O-line. It's sick. Never going to get a better O-line than we have here. Of course, we need Grant as a right outside linebacker. Hopefully he contains that or keeps that scheme fit, which he does. Scheme fit's down a little bit on both sides of the ball here. Might have to adjust it, which could help us win. I don't know. I mean, we did go 6-10 somehow last season, so could use any help we can get. What appears this guy's ready to go in the old bed, I'll tell you what. A 2nd and a 3rd. It works. So now we have absolutely no holes other than the rookie linebacker starting, but that'll hopefully fill up very quickly. Leonard Williams, is he going to go up to a DT? Let's actually take a look at the numbers before I actually put someone here or there. Hopefully Leonard got his contract already, which I feel like he probably would have. So Leonard, 93.89. Leonard, 1+. So Leonard definitely does go up at DT, so might as well put him in there. Sounds good to me. 95 overall, but very close to a 99 in defense. So looking pretty good. He's got to get the weekly training and all that. We're ready to go. So we do have a couple of names that need contracts. A guy like Xavier Woods, who has star dev. We need a safety, so he's definitely going to get the contract here. Chidobe needs a contract. Of course, Evan Ingram needs a contract as well, and he's well worth the money. We're kind of running out of money here, though, so offensive line, whoever's starting to get a little bit more expensive the next couple of years may have to go, which is good for that right tackle that we got. But, I mean, we're fine for at least another season or two, which is obviously irrelevant because after this attempt at a dynasty, we will be done. Can we get the dynasty? Year 1 Super Bowl, I don't know what 6-10 means, but we got 6-10 last year. 11-5, it was a divisional win. However, it was not enough for a bye week. Very close, I would say. Dak back on top, 44 touchdowns, 10 picks, 4,400 yards. A lot of rushing touchdowns as well. I know Zeke didn't get double-digit. Ty Montgomery did, though. A lot of rushing touchdowns. Zeke is down to quick dev. What is his goals in life that he needs to be that guy every time? Griffin, very good season. Probably see him over at 90. Probably, right? Let's see. Griffin is still star dev. He's a 92 overall. He didn't get any speed style upgrades, but once again, he's absolutely brilliant. Offensive line looking pretty good. Some better than others. Defense, any crazy sack totals? Lawrence had like 14 last year, 18 this time. He's definitely coming into his own. Byron Jones with 6 picks. The rookie did not get any for us on the linebacker side. Third in offensive yards, so yearly awards, Prescott was number 3. Huh. I didn't even think about it. Lamar is on this because I accidentally used the quarterback roster that I had made. It doesn't really matter, obviously, especially in a fantasy style. But I accidentally used the quarterback, rookie quarterback swap roster that I did for my experiment. I was wondering why Saquon was there as well. That's pretty interesting. That's interesting. So a special little accidental draft here that really mattered, like I said. But still, a couple of awards, not bad actually. A little bit better than normal years. I'll take it. I was wondering how Lamar was like, Lamar's not going to be on the Jets that early. He's going to go away from his team. It's going to be a little later down the line. So let's take a look at the roster. Looking good. What is Dak's dev? Superstar dev. He might have actually regained it just this season. How good is he here? Looking pretty strong. He did gain it back this season. Devontae, superstar dev still? Star dev. Might have lost it this season. Cooper. Quick dev. Jesus, could we not? Could we not? Defense. Van Der Esch is a quick dev. We actually lost so much dev. It's unbelievable. Jalen gained dev, though. That's pretty cool. Deion Grant. There you go. Star dev. Kenny Clark, is he quick now? Oh, my God. The regressions are hitting so hard. I wouldn't even surprise me if Byron's normal. Oh, he went up. Nice. Went up. He did have 6 picks, in fairness. Lawrence is superstar. He definitely deserves it. Jadobi's down to normal. Yikers. Well, good thing this is the last season anyways, I suppose, right? So 95 to their 83. This is the team that won the division year 1. So starting off the game, we are going from right to left. It's a tie game now. It's 14 to 7 now. I mean, we have them beat so hard. How the hell do we not dominate every game? Okay, I mean, it's nobody's really scoring, but we do have a 10-point lead, so I don't mind that if that's the way it finishes. But sooner, yeah, like I was about to say, sooner or later, they're going to score. Hopefully we replicate that, which we do. Up by 10, a pick by someone, but we don't score on it. We're leaving this game so open, which makes no sense as easily the best team in the league. We win the game, but it wasn't pretty. A 7-point victory over the 83 overall Redskins. Finish better. Dak has not thrown a pick in the playoffs, maybe even in his whole career. I don't remember. Did the Cowboys make it anytime with Dak, and B, did he throw a pick? I don't remember, honestly. I think he might have had a playoff game. Maybe. I think he did. I think so. Because it was a pretty magical season that the Cowboys put together. So I think they might have. I'm not 100% sure, though, so don't quote me. 11-5, Panthers and Cowboys. I mean, now we're 15 better than them. So what else do you want from us? This is clearly, it should be a walk in the park. Here we go. Left to right is us, thankfully, because it was actually a very good drive by us. 10-0, start of the second quarter. Limiting their time of possession nicely. There we go. Huge gain to Zeke. 10-point lead. 17-point lead in the second half. Once again, best postseason lead we've had going in the second half since the Super Bowl. Looking pretty strong. Start of the fourth. However, we do turn the ball over, it seems. And just like that, it's only a 3-point game. We do have a huge touchdown score, though. I don't know why I said touchdown scored. Passing touchdown. Up by 13, and the defense locks up as they have. And we're headed to the championship again. Year 1 and year 3, just last second clutching the dynasty, question mark. And there's Dak's first postseason pick since this rebuild, so can't really be mad at that. He's done a pretty damn good job. Who is it going to be against? I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember who the hell it was against last time. If I'm not mistaken, it was a very bad roster, though. And it will be against the Rams. That actually might be the Rams 2 times now. Uh-oh. We're 95. They're in 92. As expected, the Rams have quite a bit of a roster. So first play, they actually score from a rushing touchdown. We're down 3, start of the second quarter, which is a very rare sighting for us, so this is not a good look. They score another 3, and we are down 13 points. We really need a field goal there at least. This isn't looking good. Defense does its job. We get 3. I mean, defense is doing an okay job here, but 17-point deficit here in the 4th. I don't think that can be overcome. And that's on 4th and 16. You run the ball. Yeah. EA really needs to work on their video game making skill. What in the hell? I even have a hard time with making our franchises realistic against the CPU because there's just stupid crap like that. 4th and 16. I don't care if you have Walter freaking Primetime Payton back there. You do not run the ball on 4th and 16. They could back everyone up to the 25-yard line, and I would have a hard time running on 4th and 16. And I know how crazy that sounds. But are you serious? Oh, my Lord. No one goes out there thinking, running play, that'll get us 16 yards easily. At least with the passing game, you're like, okay. I mean, it's doable. But no one's going, running game, yeah, it's doable. No. Stop. Just like when the quarterback throws it away on 4th down. I know it happens in real life, but it's just so stupid. Like, congratulations, you just threw the ball away on the down that would have been gone anyways. Just chuck that hoe to the end zone. No one cares. I feel on 4th down and decently long, you should always have a play going to the end zone. Just so you can take that shot. You know, if it's picked, that's a stupid move by them. What, enough ranting. We all get it. We all understand. A 96 overall team could not get back to the Super Bowl, which sucks. At least we actually made it back to the playoffs. Somehow 6-10 on a 92-plus roster. Actually, maybe 95. I don't understand. I don't get it. Never will get it. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys come back for next video. Of course, like my social media stuff. Whatever. It's probably on the screen, or maybe it will be soon with my Red Dead Redemption 2 little tidbits that I have. Follow me on Jeromepkr on Twitter. But anyways, hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! If you're looking for more of me, take a look at these social medias, and also take a little bit of a look at our Red Dead Redemption 2 series on my second channel, PKer Plays. Like, I honestly think he might have been. Oh, right in the eyeball! That's a good shot. Good jump there. Oh, Lord. Oh. I don't know what to do here. He keeps getting my line of sight, though. Ow. Well, well, dude.